don't let them OD. OB, don't let them OD.
Welcome to another episode of Zishapp Event Podcast, and you have your host, SmG The Rapper, and today Petsy, the street king of Durban hip hop, the guy who puts musicians on the line. He puts them on events, and siyamazi sonke la estradini saseThekwini umduduzi Mntakwende, aka known as BonHusla. Uyaphila malume?
Uyaphila brazo yami.
Welcome to Zishapp Event Podcast. La sikhuluma khona ke izinto ezibalekile which nawe ngiyazi ukuthi uzokwazi ukuthi usithi fahla ngaloko okuncane okwaziyo nalezi zinto eziningi futhi osuzenzile la estradini saseThekwini. But before nje siqhubeke nje ngicela nje ukuthi usitshele nje ukuthi ubani usukaphi and futhi nje what are you about?
Yeah. Igama umduduzi Mntakwende, ngizalwa eMabhengu all the way from Kwanyuswa. Kwanyuswa ke nendawana encane engale ekuthiwa iMathebethu la wakuhlala khona iOledi. Ithama lihlala eScoach. So you can say baba umXhosa, not what you can say, but baba umXhosa uma umZulu. Yabo, so I'm a bit of both. I'm a bit of both. And so umdu ingane nje engatheni fanele izingane ezimnyama ukuthi inothando lo music, yabo. Lolo thando lo music lagcina longiholela ekutheni ngigcine sengumuntu ongena kakhulu kwa hip hop. But make no mistake, wonke music ngiyawuthanda. It so happens ukuthi I resonated more ne hip hop because it spoke the language that I understood better. Yabo. So yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I know, most definitely. Ngoba phela nawe usuzwile ukuthi sihleli nobani namhlanje la kwiZishapp Event Podcast. Before nje siqhubeka, I need you to click on that subscribe button at the bottom ukuze sikwazi ukuthi sinyuse izinga lokuthi sikhombise abantu ukuthi siphetheni la and futhi sikwazi ukuthi sibanikezeni ngokuthi basibuke nje kuphela. And otherwise njengoba kade usho nje ukuthi ipassion yakho is lying on the music and yonke lento le is basically driving you towards the music and not just the hip hop pair, but all kinds of music. Ngicela ungichazele nje abantu iqhamukaphi yona le passion here. Where is it coming from?
Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you and claim to know ukuthi umuntu mhlambe ufola kanjani in love, but it's something that I've always it's stuck with me from a very young age. Ngizosho kanjalo. I've always been a music fan way before, even before I knew it, ukuthi kahle I'm this hooked to music. We had umalume like nina niseningana niyazi le life le. We'd go for like a whole year without a radio, and mabebuye egolo umalume, mina umalume wami specifically wayibuya ne radio cassette, uthola ukuthi mhlawumbe ama cassette ahlukahlukene. I don't even know if you know a radio cassette. Kwakuthiwa Omega le radio cassette ayifika nayo. This different cassettes from uMaskandi to uMbhaqanga. And if esehamba wayeshiya le radio le, yabo. So kumina lokho kwakungishiya nefa engizohlala nalo unyaka wonke, though I didn't afford my battery, but yayingilasta that long ukuthi mhlambe ngibuye mhlambe ngesikhathi ngikwazi ukukhipha ibattery ngibeke elangeni charge. But nje ukubuyela estoryini ngangilala even nayi radio, ilala la ikhanda lami ngilalele kuze kusi. It didn't matter which station I was listening to. It could be Ukhozi, lwaliseye number Ukhozi wakuseye Radio Zulu if I'm not mistaken, yabo, or Radio 5 lesibizwa nge5 FM namhlanje. I can't remember exactly if Metro FM was there as yet, angisakhumbuli kahle, but ngiyazi ukuthi I fell in love with the radio long time ago, and not izindaba ka radio cha, music specifically. So I can tell you now ngaqala ukuthanda ngiseyithotla music ngoba ngangimncane kakhulu couldn't even understand kwakuthiwani but ngangazi ngiyayithanda lento yabo
Asonke phela sinalo influence ukuthi waqaba ama radio cassette.
phela wena uyingane
Mina mhlawumbe ngakutshela ngama DVD mhlawumbe.
Yeah.
Yabo. Sala ke Blockbuster ngabe ngoboleka i-DVD.
Yes.
Ngiyibuyise kakusasa and all of that but ama radio cassettes
hayi ngase ngibhekabhekile kwakusekufika ama DVD wangasafani
Shuthi kahle i-transition ye-technology hamba nawe. Mina ngifuna understand into eyodwa.
yeah
Se understand ukuthi ekhaya ubizwa umuntu uDuduzi because igama lasegcikeni.
Yes.
Abazali nani. Mina ngifuna ukwazi lela BonHusla lisuka phi?
hey bra BonHusla it came from amajita again from a very young age ekhaya besinikwa imali into yokuphatha lenibiza ngomkhero manje yabo but benikwa imali yokudla ekhaya mina ngangayidle yami yabo ngangiyithatha ngiyibeke sasiphatha u2 pocket no 30 cent ayi lento yini yabo ngiyibeke le mali zibeningi le mali le yabo bese ngithenga iphakethe lamakinati ngiqale ngidayisa so lento yokuhustlisha it's been with me forever yabo like from way back but it's not like into yamanje ngidayisa esikoleni ngikhuluma nge-primary level angikhuluma mhlawumbe nge-high school primary level ngangivele mina sengidayisa esikoleni so ngakhula ngathi kuba ntadlana kancane ngithe sengiqala kuba i-teenager nakhona I was doing the same thing kahle I never left ukubona ukuthi mhlambe nginama break angathi mhlamba cause wayinkinga phela vele uyazi thina we from ama background angekho right but mhlamba ubudayisi iphinde imali ephazamiseke yabo so my whole life I've been a hustler until such time where I met this guy I think wakaswayimane he was a very good friend of mine and he gave me the name yabo BonHusla that's why we are phanta ndote yabo so
you're BonHusla
of which he was right it's like he knew me my whole life ngoba even before I met him ngangivele mina ngiyiphantela yabo I was never a kid lethola ukuthi mayinikwe imali fanele iyihle le mali le cha ngangikho ekutheni if unginika u10 rand fanele ngizame ngenza indlela zokuthi ngumultiply lo 10 rand hence the name
yeah veza vele ngoba I mean like you hear a lot of people speaking highly of you in terms of contribution yakho to career yabo your music
yes
or it's not even just music kuphela but also in their personal lives nje directly yabo ukuthi no you have that significant impact kwabantu ngokuthi bakwazi ukuthi bakhule and mina into engathanda ukuthi sikhulume ngayo manje ukuthi angithi ngoba vele wena wenza ama events and it's something that you've been doing yabo for quite a while I just want to touch on izinto that just happened recently right now in terms of my events yabo there was a Blockk session that was happening in November 25 November
yes
last year what is your role that you play
with
Blockk session
shout out to Blockk sessions it's a very good platform shout out to Zishapp as well what I do mina mfethu I think ikhona la sengalithola ngoba ngangilonke ibuza ukuthi each time ngenza ama event it's packed to rafters and I'm like am I that lovable or then look at myself no that's not the case then I realized ukuthi no kahle mina marketing ngiyayibhonya ngidlalisa yabo so abangani bami laba ngoba before uLungisani who happens to be a co-founder ye Blockk is a very good friend of mine before I could even realize ukuthi kahle ngimuhle kwi marketing he's actually the one who came to me wang approach what look I know what you can do and you know what I've done emgaqweni so I'm thinking we should just come together and do this so I asked him what is it exactly that is expected from me washo ukuthi ikhona lami ufuna ngimshayele marketing ngeBlockk yabo because I've bokwakhe lama skills lawo enginawo yabo and ngazi abantu abaningi he feels ukuthi I can take iBlockk to greater heights yabo so kahle you can call me marketing strategist lapha ngaphakathi yabo
sure
yeah
and mawubukisisa kahle wena from the last Blockk session events kade yenziwa yipi into positive mhlambe owayibona that you feel is a good outcome, and also yippee into that was negative, which you feel like on the next one you feel like you can take it up a notch or you can fix?
I-positive engayikhipha lapha, it was the first time ngibona a well-balanced lineup. Mangithi well-balanced, hip hop yaseThekwini is inama camps ahlukahlukene and intayile engafani. As a result, you end up uthola ukuthi usuyakwazi ukupredicta event yomuntu just by looking at the poster, yabo. So but i-Blockk, that's where I think we managed to strike a balance entswempu ngoba you had your OPs, you had your celestial mics, and then we went to Kasi rap guys, then we had the guys in the dungeon, yabo, and then so involve even amanye elements, DJing. We had a couple of DJs there. Saphinde safaka futhi ne battle rap element, and nje ngani mangibuka le poster, I loved everything about it because there's a little bit of poetry as well, which to me it's never been done. Kahle kahle now, yeah, it's never been done. Let's say when ama events are dope enziwe, but then to see the event of that magnitude, iphinde be that diverse in terms of i-lineup nani iyayitshelwe kahle, yabo. So that yona positive engayithatha leyo ngale event, and I think abantu abaningi bayireceive kamnandi because they were singing praises after idlulile event. I-negative yayo, or a part that I feel we still need to work on. Le nto esikhala ngawo manje le division ama camps nani yayivela ngoba ma-perform SMG, labantu abathanda isitayela sa SMG bonke bangaphakathi, laba who are not into your style bazoyiphumela bayihlayele eminyango, yabo, because kahle kahle sayikhuluma nawe lento on the day, yabo. Ngakutshela ngathi yazi le event egcwele because kunenqwaba abantu ngaphakathi, kunenqwaba abantu ngaphandle. Abantu babedlala lento leyo ukuthi if uperform umngani wabo or istyle abasithandayo bazoba ngaphakathi, as soon as beqeda labantu ababathandayo then baphumele ngaphandle. I still feel we need to work on that and see ukuthi yini esingayenza just to make people or everyone and everybody else to understand ukuthi actually we for the same culture, we for the same music.
Sure.
Like into eyodwa.
Futhi na leyo nto leyo has some sort of impact to our artists themselves, but not just the events itself. But anything in is that are we attracting the right audience? Are we attracting the audience with the buying power?
Yeah.
Are we attracting the audience just for viewership, and what's babe fan but enjoy the show? Because we need to understand what is the objective. So what kind of people are we inviting? Is it people that are just going to go to the bar, and go sit down and enjoy the show? Isn't this ganjalo? Is only to understand, because now when from your observation, it's about attract to a blog, must invite or must market. Are we marketing to people with buying power, or it's just people that are passionate about what is actually being done?
I think it's a bit of everything, bit of both, if I were to put it that way. Obviously, in being a hip hop, in genre or culture, youth. Fine, akhona ma OGs, bagcina sebekhona, but if ubheka kahle abantu abaphatha imali between abaphatha imali esile 25 upwards, you have your 18-year-olds lapha na 17-year-olds. Especially la eThekwini ngoba mhlawumbe omunye umuntu can look at it and afuna ukuyitolika ngegoli lento ukuthi aphathi bakhono 18 asebenemali. I'm talking about into engiunderstandayo la eThekwini. So we're not going to say because you're running a business then you're going to run away from accommodating ama 18-year-olds, because the minute ushawa lento unga understand ukuthi inkunzi sematholeni uzoyibulala uyiqeda into yenzayo. Manje ubuka into yamanje ucabangela imanje wena awuyibuka ifuture, yabo. Angikwazi mina ukubuka ukuthi manje uSMG uyimali ebese ngikhohlwa uMG is going to get old someday. Lengane bengiyibukela phansi iyona eshisa manje abantu sebezolandela yona. So I hear what you're saying and I can see where you're going with this, but at the same time we need to understand that as much as we're running a business, this is our culture. Culture, it has to raise abantu abathize. We have to lose some money to make some money, you know. So ekugcineni ngosuku, I'm not gonna lie and get I'm here just for the love kuphela. No. Wonke umuntu uyayithanda imali. Sinama families. Yabo, but at the same time, angikwazi ukuthi mfethu ngizothi mina abantu abathize ngeke ba accommodate because mina bangilethela imali. I didn't get kulento le for imali kuphela. Yabo, kahle ngaqala with 0 cents. Yabo. So makunomuntu onjengami ofuna ukungena and mina I'm only dealing with abantu abanemali. Should lento ayenziwa kumina ukuthi ngigcine nginganikwe platform. Should nami ngisengenza the same thing ekulo muntu. Then ngekuthi why am I here?
You didn't break the curse.
What am exactly, you know? So yeah, iloko mfethu, yabo, iloko.
Iyenza sense ngoba obviously phela indlela nawe ophassive ngayo igrowth yabo. And futhi mawukuthi umuntu that's already established some sense of growth. It's only making sense more ukuthi uzoyidlulisa lo growth omunye ngoba lo muntu uzokwenza wena ukuthi ube well renowned ngoba ukwazi ukumcreateera leyo opportunity kufana ukuthi umbhalele ngaphandle abe beats alana
kahle you can even make more money just doing that because mina ngakuvalela manje ngwahlambe ngibuka ukuthi kuno 5000 wena 5000 rand omi phambi kwawo mhlawumbe ngiyakuvulela manje kade sikhuluma lento just before i-event iqala mangithola i-funding and I invest kuma artists by giving them platform kumina either ngi-investa le mali or ngibuka into yamanje ukuthi lo ngiyokwakho umuzi ngithenga lowo motwana bese ngenza i-event ngoshintsha or ngithathe yonke le mali mhlawumbe ngisale nencane ezokwazi ikhave amandla ami ukuthi ngisebenzile the rest ngiyifake ngala in 5 years mina manje ayikho imali engeza yayiqhambela mango music but bangaka abantu wena osubabonile abathi bayabonga kuBonHusla
like hey baningi baningi and khona futhi into engayisho it's like kwabona laba abantu abaningi abakhulumayo like verbally or outspoken about you and how you actually have that positive influence. I feel like indlela imagnitude abayibeka ngayo I feel like akusibona bodwa I feel like khona abanye abathuli abalokho yabo beyibambile kodwa manje it's like angazi noma bafuna ukunikeza lezi imbali zakho kodwa kuna it's fine phela yabo abanye abantu bese bangalinda ukuthi bakhulume ngawe kahle ngoba nakho usudabula amafu yabo lana but futhi akuyona into esingaba worried ngayo
sisana benithi ngiyalapha yes
into efanele sifocus kuyona ukuthi every little second that we get we hustle we put in that work
yes
and mina into engifuna ukunderstand ngoba sengibonile iBlockk ikhona yabo you were involved in marketing strategist yakhona and every form of idea and knowledge that you have you've been applying it there.
Yeah.
Is there any other event that you are involved in besides the Blockk?
Going forward, or should I say, okwamanje, I've received my calls. Abantu bengifonela like funa uspana. They know what I can do, obviously. But it has to make sense mfethu SmG. Yabo like ngimdala manje. Akusafani mfethu 2024. Akusafani naqala mfethu where you just doing it just for the fun of it. But it has to make sense. OP sigcina ukwenza lo Magik Xperience naye. It performed miracles, you know, and you know what we did. You were there. Yabo. So to me angivele ngiyimbandakanye nanoma yini not even mhlawumbe ukuthi ngizama ukubukela abantu phansi being like a babysitted him he has grown to be this big artist manje and you already know what he's doing one like right now I can put my name I get my head on the block hands down I like artist creative njengo OP manje yabo uyacabanga ukuthi kuyo ngangemvalele ngaphandle isikhathi efika kumina efuna chance sesibuyela kulento engibuza yona ekuqaleni
ngoba
yeka relationship can you see what he has done for the culture la eThekwini ayikho i-event esibenkulu ukudlula iMagik Xperience kade ise warehouse that was the event esasicine engangicine ngisebenze kuyona outside of iBlockk
and we can safely say it's one of the biggest hip hop events in Durban
yes.
in 2023
that's kule level esikuyona ayikabi khona event ebiteliya you know what I'm talking about yabo so if you know sayiqala kanye usuyi-blue pill saya lapha ke plan ndawo leyana
I actually saw the pictures
you know
I recently saw the pictures And it felt like I wasn't there, but at the
you were
same
there.
time when I'm thinking, I'm like, I was actually there.
Yeah,
I remember it was gonna
that's what happens if into mfethu inswempu yabo, like you lose yourself. Kwamina ngathi sengibona izithombe ngabona ukuthi yo like kusetshenziwe laphana. So I'm saying this to say ukuphendula umbuzo wakho, it has to make sense into right now. Abantu ngibona bona bangakhele sense Magik Xperience ne Blockk yabo, because funa abantu abasebenzayo mina mfethu imali fine ngiyithanda imali, but akuyona i-driving. Ngeke ngikwazi mention amagama abantu la bafikile abantu babeka imali yabo, khona umuntu wange-inbox ngakusiqinisela kukhombisa kufihlele igama wabeka u20k wathi 20k owami, but into ayeza nayo ngiyithandanga ngayiyeka, passed on that deal yabo. So if i-Magik Xperience ibuyela kumina it's let's do it again, I'm more than willing because they make sense to me. If Blockk iphinde kuthiwa Mr Mtakwende, we liked your services, umsebenzi wakho awenza ngendlela, nabanye umnyango nguvulile. Mina it has to make sense. We have to change lives, bruh, like this Zishapp is doing.
Yeah.
Change lives.
Now we are so there. I'm a services.
Yeah, you have to change lives, bro.
No, Pela Valley, it's a must. We created now with that opportunity.
Yeah.
To branch off, and obviously in finance boy, the idea brand association as well. Because I mean, mo ibandakanyisa nento legitimate no nento a presenter ngendlela professional. Now automatically you become a person that has a good image in a professional
bro,
sense.
you don't wanna throw that on your name.
Sure.
Awufuna ukusebenza kanzima only for you ukuthi uthole 20k, then igama lakho sel associatewa nokuba iamisha nokuba ihlathi yabo.
Samthola nje ku20,000 loyo noma singamnikeza noma u10.
Then Edward expense, bro, like what I've done over the years, ayekho prize ongayifaka laphana yabo. I've been nominated kuma South African Hip Hop Awards twice, back to back yabo. Ekugcineni kosuku yayithini lona icategory kwakuthiwa King of KZN.
Sure.
Didn't win any of them, but the recognition was what we win enough for me, yabo.
Because you were there with the people that were selected.
The fact that they recognized what I was doing from Joburg.
Oh, when did you do your first event? Period. Like first. Do you remember the day?
I think ngeke ndoda kusho ngafayisa hlala kakhulu ngoba mina bengekho hip hop kuphela, but asikhulume nge hip hop. Hip hop, I think it was 2010. 2010 if I'm not mistaken. Yabo. I think it was 2010. Yeah, hip hop, but we've done futhi izinto eziningi kakhulu because mhlambe as a 14-year-old already sasezama ukuyibandakanya lezi zinto zo miss and way back sasenza ama event yabo, but ka hip hop nje ngoba I think hayi bo 2010 or 2011 angisakhumbuli kahle ngoba sasenzele le Jemisini iposter yakho na yayibovu, indlela egcwele ngayo baza bakhala abantu, we had to do esibili the following week. It was even more packed yabo.
Awusho phezu kwalokho mina ngifuna ungitshele.
Yeah.
What happened with Rap Lokshini?
Oh, it's on hold. We had to like towards ukuthi imiswe. We had a big sponsor. We had a big sponsor. So lo muntu had promised to fund us only for him ukuthi aphume sesishama lungisela amakhulu, and it was a very big setback for the movement. And kwakumele ngiyimise ngoba into engangiyisethile yayizoshintsha igame kakhulu. So ngathi ngebe manje ngizwenza ngephakethe lami ngabona ukuthi no, it's not going to happen. Kanti the following year kuzofika kushone nengane yami yabo, and mina futhi I've been in a dark space for like 7-8 good years. So if umbuzo ufuna ukubuza ukuthi why I've been missing with game, that's why I lost my daughter and bengike with depression for yonke leminyaka yabo. I tried to go izinto here and there, but they didn't work because I was not myself. Yabo, mina I woke up kahle emhlabeni ukurealize mina mfethu SmG I love music, but there was a time where I didn't even know what's on radio. Wathi ngibuza ngengoma angazi yabo.
No, condolences
mfethu.
And now mfethu ayingiphathanga kahle yabo when I heard it. But nakhona futhi like I knew nami at the back of my head ukuthi you're going to bounce back.
Yeah.
I mean, strong vets.
Yeah.
Ukwazi umuntu to a level of strength sabo and the weakness yabo is, you know, gives you now the positivity which I know he's going to fight back and he's going to come back stronger.
Siyabonga mfethu, siyabonga kakhulu.
ngoba i-rap Lokshini is something that's on hold right now, and uyabona ukuthi there's multiple other platforms which basically are incorporating the same idea.
Emulate.
About emulate yabo i-rap Lokshini ukuthi kuse sikanjani, or probably bazama ukuthi bayimodify ukuze mhlambe kube ngathi akuyona. Yabo lonto leyo. Wena mose usuyibuyisa, mawucabanga uzoyibuyisa in a sense that's going to be different from le emulate noma it's going to be in the same concept as le wawuyenzile qaleni.
Before ngiphendule one labantu abenza into ezayifana nento yami anginankinga nabo, actually ngeke ngiyibuke njengomuntu owumqalo wendlela. That's how I look at it. Like a lot of people behind closed doors, they've been talking to me, abantu bantshontsha into yakho blah blah blah. I'm not on that shit. I'm not a hoe. I'm a stand-up guy, uyangazi. Into mangayifuna ngiyifuna. It's just that I'm not a social media guy. Makuziwa into ekanjalo ngibhala ngezinye izinto. Uyabo, if nginenkinga nomuntu
usuhleli ubhala ngenye
ngithi uyabo. So how I look at it, laba izinto abasenza ngoba vele when it was introduced the rapper Lokshini, kwawukuthi mina mfethu ngayaphi I'm about changing lives. If into ngiyibona ukuthi it's changing lives, it's giving abantu voice yokukhuluma, to me iwini yami leyo. Abantu, everybody and anybody who knows what's up, yabo, mina umqalo wendlela, and if I'm bafowethu besebenzisa ngendlela right, I'm happy. There's no bad blood, I'm good. Yabo, kuphela mina mase ngibuya nento yami inhloso kuyobe kuyini ukushintsha impilo nje kade ngivele ngishilo ngasekuqaleni ukuthi look, I'm about changing lives, bra. Like it's not even funny because egcineni ngosuku muhambe emhlabeni mfethu, you wanna be remembered for good things. Yabo, ukuthi hayi kahle kahle mfethu sinesithombe sekuletha kwi social media unesti sim mfethu kwi-event yami. They may try to bury history, but ama records are there. Why bold? Yes, why bold? He was there. Yabo, and supposed to wena though angimsoli, like I can't even blame the guy. Though engazange mhlamba zangitheke kuba mhlamba asakhumbula mhlamba angazo kwilo kanje. But the fact that it was posted walo wakugquzela abantu ukuthi you can start from la bukuthi ngephi manje, and there was BonHusla, bra. Like I'm not even brag, I hate to brag, but no, there was BonHusla, bra.
Iyona lento even intriguing because I mean mawubukisisa kahle it's like khona ama superstars akhona la eSouth Africa that actually come from i-rap Lokshini.
Ulo uDuncan esayinwa isho
Isphetho.
No. Tira. I'm the first guy they came to. I was the go-to guy back then. They came to me because they knew ukuthi ngiyakwazi ukunyakazisa umgaqo abantu bamreceive umuntu. Kwaba netho lapha. Then I was one of the guys they spoke to. Yabo. Umthinayi when he reached his pinnacle. Or should I say pinnacle ngoba phela wangelesa sikhathi. I'm the guy who was behind Umthinayi. Yabo. Musicaholic, I gave him his first gig lapha e-101 ye-hip hop ngoba kune transition. Musicaholic has always been dope. Wayenza amanye ama genres but esengena ngala wafikela kumina lapha e-101 and akakhohlwa ukisho lodwa. Yabo. There are a lot of guys I can fethu baningi OP kabe ingane zami bonke. Yabo. There are names that were supposed to be great angazange azavele engangade ngiwazalile kwabona. So ekugcineni it's not even about trying ukuthi umuntu nginike credit. Sisebenzile, we tried to change lives. It didn't happen mhlawumbe isikhathi besingakafiki. But at the end of the day into engiyithandayo nengiyibongayo ukubona abantu abanjengawo sebebadala kanje OP is a complete new artist from what we met. Uyakwazi lokho. Yabo. You look at people like Musicaholic bayaziwa manje, you know, as much as I would have loved ubona young Kenny pale Blossom 2 the biggest guy. I'm still hoping ukuthi nangelela ngiyofika lapho. He was one of the most promising guys. Uyabo, you know what we did in fact. We took hip hop to amalokish. You know, there was a time where hip hop mfethu ekhulunywa, it was all us. One am I ukuthi mina ngeke in a team.
Wonganaki futhi because it's like yonke into ibiyenzeka in motion. Yabo, when you didn't look at ukuthi izokwenzeka isikhathi esingaka, but you looked at ukuthi it should keep going.
If unokudla okuningi because you're not starving, ugcina understand ukuthi kunesikhathi sendlala. It's like ujwayele kuba nokudla sasibuka lento engathi normal thina. We didn't even realize the power that we had until such time we have had ama DMs that I go to now. Abantu asebebig manje ngize ngibasho ngamagama ngoba angifuni mhlawumbe ngizama ukuchase cloud. Yeah, like your big names babe inboxer back then befuna a piece of what we were doing like as a KZN. Yabo. And I couldn't help them because attitude ababezizela ngayo. This is why mfethu ngihleze ngitshela abantu ukuthi
ufuna uzowuphatha.
No. Angithi uphume egoli. So ngathi wenzela thini favor la.
Oh, okay.
I made this without you.
Sure.
Ngena kwi-inbox yami, show some respect. Angifuni ukupraise, anginamali yabo, but nje futhi ngicela ukuba iphathe into enenza ukukhulu. Gibela uyazi we've had cats from go Newcastle all over KZN but besikwazi ukuthi sisuke la siyokwenza i-event eMaritzburg akekho umuntu osazi igcwala i-event because sasisebenza yabo.
Mina ngifuna ukukhuluma about the money.
Yeah. Where's the money?
Where's the money? Where's the money? Because I mean, one thing I've noticed is that like my investors they don't invest much on Durban hip hop, and like there's this time recently we had a meeting.
Yeah.
No one baga play energy drink.
Yeah.
But see, you know, dominant Kakulu is Red Bull where they actually more dominant in terms of sponsorship in Durban, but also it's not dominant in hip hop promotions or sponsorships, but it's more of dance music and also other events that are not hip hop. So, why do you think it's hard for big brands to support and sponsor Durban hip hop?
Ngizokubuza bese ngiyakuphendula. Ungayifaka wena ungawufaka petrol emotweni engahambi. Okay. I don't think the problem yama companies nongayifaka imali. Kuphela. I think nathi as ama players aka hip hop asibaniki isizathu sokuthi bafake imali yabo. Uyabo nase beyifakile abawathola ama returns. Akekho umuntu ofuna ukufunda into engamsizi ngalutho. Uyabo. Inkinga yethu ke ngoba ngiyazi ukuthi ngizokutshela I don't want to say a whole lot of everything only for me to say a whole bunch of nothing. Inkinga yethu thina la ngaphakathi sinama camps.
Same thing echaziwe siqala.
And as stupid lama camps because angikwazi ukuthi uza kwemenzi ilo ihood versus hood lapha. Ngoba mina nginalento enginayo ngaye enhlizweni yami bese ngingayi lapha. Shuthi mina ngiyafail ukunderstand ukuthi iculture kahle is not about BonHusla.
Sure.
Yabo. Kunabantu la ngaphakathi egamini ngeke abawona ama gatekeepers ngoba ayekho umuntu ongavimba umuntu hleze ngibatshela abantu. Uyabo if usaqatha usavinjwa umuntu mfethu uzoba nenkinga enkulu ngoba unika umuntu ipower angayideserve. Wena unayo answer kuwena ngaphakathi you just need to ukuthi ufake isandla uyikhiphe kuphela. Yes. Yabo. Once mfethu wana leyo mentality yokwazi ukuthi ayekho umuntu ongakuvimba uzoba right siqala lapho. 2 the minute we understand ukuthi we're fighting for the same thing which is to make it KZN hip hop ibe lapha phezulu sizoba right. Siyeke ndocabanga ukuthi okay ngoba i-event enzo SmG sonke siyalapha. Oh ngoba yenziwe ujob haya silapha simazi ujob ayena umngani wethu. No, it's not about that. This is why every weekend manginaso isikhathi uyongithola mangibotha nginayo ama cent I will buy 10 tickets ngenza ama giveaways ngobani this was never about BonHusla. This is not about it Durban state of mind. This is about KZN hip hop. This is why we traveled everywhere. So imali ibanjwe ukuthi thina asiziniki isponsor i-reason or isizathu esanele sokuthi sifake imali yazo. 2 nasebeyifakile abawathola ama returns. 3 ama recipients la ka hip hop lawa ngaphakathi ke bethuke abayiphathi imali ngendlela.
Sure.
I-greed yona into engibukile abantu abaningi engihlangane nabo abaphathi imali.
This other movie Kumbuthini the movie no Tyrese it's like he comes to a realization ukuthi you know why we broke? It's because we are buyers.
Ngibonile yo clip.
We are buyers. And since we are buyers, we aren't making anything. We aren't making any income. Why? Because we are just paying. But in order for you to start generating something, you need to be a seller. I want to be a seller. True. It became an idea to him to say, now I want to be a seller.
Yeah.
And in that stage, about Durban hip hop not giving big brands reason why
motivate them.
They need to pump in money is because artist efanele ukwazi ukuthi lidayise.
Every man is for himself la. Njengoba ngisachaza ukuthi nama recipients wabakhona bayitholile imali. But now it boils down to how did you handle imali owekade uyinikeziwe. Ngeke ngiqamba manga mfethu ngeke unikwe imillion kuthiwa sisebenza ngemillion la. Yes, 1 million rand then thatha lonke lo million ulithi fu. Obvious now umuntu but at the same time udinga ukucabanga mfethu ukwazi I long term bra. No, not what discreet as such but buki long term. Nangu SmG uyashisa. Nangu OB uyashisa. Nangu uZaku uyashisa nangu Duncan uyashisa uma ukuthi nonke niyakhula nama young guns. Yabo. Mina ngoba ngiassociatewa no OB akufanele bese line up yami ifaka nina nodwa.
Sure.
Yayizwa lonto. 2 kunamajida. Let's just say for argument's sake imali yethu lesinikiwe sifaka kwi-event. Senze event ngoba you can do a whole lot of things ngemali osukuyinikeziwe. Let's just say event. Umuntu owenza marketing ngiyamazi. Other than abantu abala ngaphakathi. Thatha imali ngifake lapha kulo muntu. Thola umunye uDJ, khona umuntu wesound, khona umuntu wecamera, khona umuntu okay stage mhlawumbe necamera namalathi umuntu oyedwa yabo umuntu ongenzela marketing umuntu ohlukile obviously line up nabanye bama role players when it comes to putting together an event. Uyabona uswenzeni la thathe different entities wafaka under one roof only because wena wenze njani unikezwe imali fethu once wanikezwe imali kwathiwa enza into eyomphakathi wena une responsibility enkulu kabi mfethu yabo have to be responsible ngale mali oyinikeziwe. Now awungitsheleke uma ukuthi ukhokhi ukhipha imeter wathi spana SmG wonke umuntu from NPS South Coast North Coast Cape na Cape eKZN social media bakhuluma ngawe obakhuluma ngale nto le project eniyenzile nonke awukuboni lokhu ukhokhi
ukubona
yonke silekhaya ke la yonke silekhaya le once athola imali ngifuna mina ukubuka icamp yami hayi khona uPaul ayishaya ilo imanagement sefanele ngidonsa uPaul mhlambe khona athi sesifuna ukulugruma uPaul sezokwenza lonto leyo SmG vele une podcast la soya khona so ku podcast ka SmG yabo sifike sibeke izinto la Zishapp mhlambe obraba hayi sekuyibona bodwa bazozayela bazo display into zabo ku event yami doesn't work like that yabo be the change you wanna see asibona amagama esingawazi laphana asiqala uyabona mfethu what I like about the movement that we had because I don't look at BonHusla as umuntu owenza lonke lokuthethe sikhuluma ngalo. I look at the team that I was working with because I'm nothing with that. Ayekho umuntu ayekho one man army bra wami igama lelo nje sweliswa kwi arrogance yabo. I look at into sayenza we had artists from South Coast that I met on Facebook. We had to slow man when meqala ukushootha ama video sasisemuntu esikhom naye sihleli kanje kusofa athi Husla ngicabanga ukushootha ama video. Ivideo qala izoshootha kwakuyami ngise artist. I passed on. Ngathi akashoothe ngivideo omunye umuntu. We are very good friends no slow man. Ufuna ubona waseMaritzburg slow man. Sure. Umuntu wayesifanda uhlala eMontescombe. We had artists like Amashu. Yes. We had ama-artists akanyuswa. Abakoluvu. KZN kwi-company eyodwa because it was never about BonHusla. Yabo sa incorporate angwaba nokwabala kama events esasiwenza collaborating namanye ama companies because vision has always been clear.
Yeah, phela vele obviously vision has to be clear from the beginning and also now finally drive it to the clarity lo ufuna ukuthi be yona. But manje ngoba ngiyabona ukuthi sis over exceeding nesikhathi sethu. Yabona lonto leyo. The conversation ngendlela emnandi ngayo. Ngisafuna ukuqhubeka mhlawumbe be shout 2 hours. But in this case before sivale ngifuna ukuthi umchazele what do you think is the best way to start with 2024?
Ngokwami ngoba abantu ngeke uzobakhulumele bonke. It's not too late mfethu. Abantu abalose arrogance. Abantu ababe humility nje mfethu ake kube iyona nto. Yabo. Uma ngifika kuwena mina because I feel ukuthi we can do something. Obviously I'm not condoning ukuthi abantu abasebenza abantu abangafuni ukusebenza nabo. But I'm condoning lento yo collaborate. Angifuna abantu bayididanise lento ngisho ukuthi let's just say for ma we artist ukuthi ngithi hayi ke manje ngisho artist ubonja olufeel sefela usebenza nalo ngenkani But I'm sure khona artists who feel out there nakufelayo. Let's collaborate more. Can be songs, can be events. It can be any other project.
Yeah, Shama cameo.
You know, kade ngifesa nje manje kwenye inkampani engeze ngimention la. Yabo. Yabo. Let's collaborate bafethu because mfethu you don't even know umuntu obukayo. Uyabo. Uyabona nje manje mfethu okwenziwa iHood versus Hood is very good because abantu abaningi bahlangana under that one roof. It's a nice spectacle to watch. Yabo it's ukudla kwehlo okubalekile lokuyana. Whether umusic obuka uyawuthanda uma uthandi egcineni kosuku uzophuma no vocal wise. Mhlawumbe you not into kasi rap kodwa uzophuma ukhuluma ngo vocal wise. Lokho kukodwa kumina kubalekile. Kunama beats esazo beatmaker uba udust lo wawena.
Sure, I don't remember because gange ngekho kwama beat battles.
See? Yeah. So into enjeyana sidingayo. Uyacabanga mase kuthiwa ke iHood versus Hood iso collaborator nenyeke inkampani or entity or whatever.
Something that's big.
See?
Sure.
That's what I'm encouraging elentweni. Awudingi ukuthi mfethu uzosuka mhlawumbe uthi uzocollaborate noBonHusla. So ngasuka iMagik Xperience mhlawumbe iyohlangana naye iHood versus Hood. Kunyiwe macala. Iyasebenza lo language like I.
No cap.
So more collaborations bafethu. More collaborations.
But at the same time futhi ngiyayithanda i-authenticity yakho because iyaveza ukuthi kahle kahle umuntu abantu.
Yeah.
And ngicela utshele nje abantu ukuthi bakuthola phi kuma social media platforms and i-service yakho i-available kanjani.
BonHusla akuwona uBOR. Cha. It's not BOR, it's BonHusla. Yonke indawo. BonHusla.
BonHusla. And obviously nami uzongithola nami ku social media at SmG The Rapper, Facebook, Instagram, X siyatholakala, and also uzothola no Zishapp on Facebook, Instagram and X. Zishapp is ZISHAPP. It's like WhatsApp but Zishapp in a sense. But also nakhona ngicela futhi subscribe on the button at the bottom, so that's so was now to ukuthi sinyuse i-viewership here, so sinyuse abantu abakwazi ukuthi basilandele sikwazi sikhiphele abantu abaningi information, and also bakwazi babuye nalama episode that siwenza previously before this one. But other than that, SmG The Rapper, your host, phethe umduduzi aka BonHusla. Siyabaphendula 2024.
Zishapp
si out bafethu.
Siyabonga.